I mean, not 2 weeks into me running this company, I was helping someone who walked in, and the first thing he said to me was, I wasn't expecting a woman. Here at A.R.K. Ramos, we manufacture plaques and letters out of bronze, brass, and aluminum. So we are taking ingots of raw metal, melting it in our furnaces, and then pouring it into shapes. The process that we use is sand casting, so that's what is here in the foundry. The foundry is the heartbeat of our company, and that's where everything happens. We're pressing molds into the sand, we're pouring in molten metal, waiting for it to cool, busting them open, and then we're putting them through a full finishing process. So we're applying paint finishes, polishes, and then we're shipping it out. And our products are seen all over the United States, all over the world. We have plaques pretty much in every country. Just whenever someone wants to signify an important moment in time or an important person, this is what we make every single day. And so the majority of those things are not happening here in Oklahoma City. They're happening all over the world. My grandfather's name was Max Ramos, and my memories are of velour tracksuits and Christmas parties. His legacy was getting your hands dirty and working in the business, like around here. It wasn't in the office. He was not an office guy. And I think we always kept that at heart, especially when we came here, because when we came here, we being my brother and I, the company was not doing well. We were losing hundreds of thousands of dollars. What was handed to us was a steaming pile of crap. What was handed to us was a failing business. It was. Some of the history, when my grandfather suddenly passed away, his brother helped run the company, but wasn't an owner, and so then tasked someone else to run it after he was gone. And that is where we just kind of got off track, where we just kept operating as if things were gangbusters in the 80s and 90s, and they weren't anymore in the early 2000s. When I took over, we were still using typewriters, and people could hear them. I remember being on the phone and someone was like, "Is that a typewriter?" Yes, it is a typewriter. So it took us about 5 years to get to zero, break even, which was amazing. And though was a certain other challenge to overcome in feeling as if that was successful, because break even is not the goal. No one's out here just hoping for that. So to try to sit with that, for that to be a success for a while was hard, but yeah, getting to break even now on the other side of it was a huge success. So all of that plus, I'm a woman. So that's also a challenge. And I think that's been my life struggle is why does the world see me differently than the way I see myself? That's gonna make me cry. And that's why I talk about it, because I just want the world to change. That's much bigger than plaques and letters, I realize that. And we can do and do a lot, despite of and because of our gender. So I struggled with the word entrepreneurship and feeling as if that did describe me for a while, because my view of entrepreneurship was of a founder, was my great-grandfather and my grandfather. I considered them entrepreneurs. I wasn't an entrepreneur. I was left a family business. This was my legacy, but I didn't start it. I didn't found it. But then I was more curious about what the word meant, and it actually is what I am. An entrepreneur is a risk taker, is a problem solver, is someone who empowers people, and that is me. So I'm an entrepreneur, and that feels really good. And it feels good to own that and to realize that that's what I am as much as my grandfather and great-grandfather were. We're just a family of entrepreneurs.